This time on Street Rat Garage, we come to part 2 of the 1968 Volkswagen bus revival. This is my favorite part, the cleaning. Now, before we get into the cleaning, we have to have a look and see just how dirty and disgusting this thing is. So I'm gonna get up nice and close just so you can see just how incredibly disgusting this van is. It's been sitting for about 10 years beside a mini barn, and it's had weeds and trees and moss and mold just growing up all over the place. So let's just have a look here what we have. Besides the dirt, we have a few dents, a few dings. These always seem to have front end damage because, well, there's not a whole lot here to stop it. This is way before 5-mile-per-hour bumpers, so all you have is this little thin bumper. And yeah, it's taking some damage right here. You can see these holes where somebody's put one of those pull slide hammers in here and tried to pull out some of the dent that was here. Looks like it came in at a bit of an angle and probably pushed all of this in. So that was damaged. They pulled that out, and it's got a lot of this. There's a whole bunch of this going on. So we're going to see how much power wash we can do on that. We got the good old iconic emblem here. These are actually worth a little bit of money. It'd be nice to maybe take that off and spray it chrome. Not spray it chrome. Spray it white again. And maybe take this off, spray it white. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like there's some Bondo right in there. I'm sure this has been worked on over and over and over again. As far as the door, we got more filler here. We got more rust. And just look at the windows. The windows are disgusting. We got one wiper arm. What else do we have? Just more mold all over the place. And just look at this. Look at the top. It is going to take forever and a day and maybe a lot of bleach in order to get this top clean. And this thing is just roached beyond belief. Take a look at that fungi. And I'm sure I can't see the top, but I'll hold this camera up so you can see it. I'm sure that's not the best looking thing ever. But we are definitely going to take some before shots because it will look different in the after shots. Mold, plenty of it. So yeah, well, that is what we are working with. The other side, pretty much the same. Rust and mold everywhere. Well, let's get the old power washer fired up here now that we've taken the before shots, and yeah, we need some after shots now. looks way better. Let's have a look. Blew off a lot of rust, a lot of paint, blew off a lot of mold. Look at that top. That top is way better now. Not perfect, we still have some work to do. I think a Comet wash is in order, but if you look right down here, this maroon right here, power washer blew a lot of this clean, and yeah, the original paint is still under there, so we're going to hit it with the old Comet wash and see how much of that we can get back. Not expecting miracles, but a little something might be nice. We can probably get rid of this green overspray and this yellow overspray. I'm not sure what was going on there. Might have been some graffiti on the side of it, I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and get rid of it since we can't tell what it was. But yeah, definitely way better. This side is even better than the other side. Well, it looks like it's time to clean the interior. This job is gonna suck. You know, it's probably easier just to pull the carpet out with all the junk on top of it than to vacuum the carpet and then pull it out. This is some nasty house carpet that somebody put in here, but it's just pretty much just laying here. So yeah, I'm just going to, oh look, that's not even bolted down to the ground like it's supposed to be. Well, that makes it even easier. So let me just pull this carpet out of here. Boy, that's real easy. Oh, it smells. Oh, that is disgusting. It smells like wet hippie and old marijuana. It's pretty disgusting. This is just years and years of leaky roof and old carpet. It would have been nice if the carpet wasn't in here, because it's just been absorbing the water and leaving it rot on the floor. Some sort of panel right here that we can dump out. Well, yuck. It is disgusting. Look at this. I don't know what this is, but I guess this used to be a particle board or something. Somebody laid down on the ground, and it also has been absorbing water and just sitting on top of this metal, and it has rusted out the edge of the floor right here. It's not all the way through, I don't think, but yeah, the whole top of the floor is just right here. All of this. It's just, look at that. That was wood at one time, a wood barrier, and it is highly disintegrated. So I guess we'll fire the vacuum back up and suck out all the old wood and the old rust, and then have a look and see what it looks like. Well, we're getting closer. Most of it's cleaned out. Just wanted to show you the state of this cushion here. It's been sitting in here so long that it's experiencing continental drift, I guess you would call it. But I imagine when this was parked, this was all one piece and nice and dry, and the sun just came in here and destroyed everything. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about this cushion, but maybe a trip to the hobby store or the Michaels or something. Maybe we can get some new foam and wrap it in something. But yeah, this is definitely a mess. I would not want to sit on this. The vacuum's starting to slow down a little bit, so let's see what we have here. Well, it's about half full, actually about 3/4 full, and it's really heavy. So yeah, we definitely have sucked a lot out of there so far, and we're not done yet. I just dumped it out. Look at all that. It's a 16-gallon vac and probably about 10 to 12 gallons of stuff just sucked off the floor of this this bus, and out of the subfloor too. So this is the top, this is the bottom, and there, all that rust is just sitting in the bottom of that, so sucked all that out. So this is the gap we have. And see, the owner was smart. They did carry a fire extinguisher, like I mentioned in the other video. These things have a tendency to spontaneously combust, especially when you put the fuel filter in a spot that it doesn't belong. So always carry a fire extinguisher with you on a VW. Okay, now it's time to get into the back area. So yeah, that is also a mess, but not nearly as bad as the cabin area. This is the air filter. It goes in there on top of the carburetor and just sort of sits over into the side there. We need to get that cleaned up and put back on after we're done. This is part of the exhaust heating duct work. Air cooled, has some funky heaters that don't work very well. Get this guy out of here. Man, I hate to clean that up and use it, but it's not awful. I don't think I'd want to lay on it. So let's get this back hatch area cleaned up. I just vacuumed it out, so it's looking a lot better. Got the spare tire here. I'm gonna take it out. It's just sort of sitting in there. See if there's anything living in it. Yeah, well, here's the tire. It has seen a lot better days. It's all dry, rotted, and cracked. It's looks like it's 78 by 15. It says it's a steel belted, so it's not a bias ply, so it's old, but not as old as it could be. We're not going to use this tire for anything. Maybe we'll put a little air in it to see what happens. But yeah, there's a little bit of rot down here, which is to be expected. These things like to hold water. You can see how much water was in here at one time, all the way up to there because of this leakage. So all in all, this back package tray area is not in awful shape. We'll clean it up, maybe hit it with a whole thing with a power washer on the inside. Definitely not going to hurt anything. I kind of started in the middle, went to the back, but just going to vacuum this cabin area out first. There's not much here. Then we'll pull the mat up and look at the floor, see how much rust is under there and what we need to do. There's a little bit of junk behind here, but the cab area is in pretty decent shape. Cabin area cleaned out. I pulled up the mat in here. We'll have a look at the floor pans. One more thing I wanted you to see is the seating position of the passenger seat here. If we come in here and take a look, this is not a slider seat, but it does right here. It has two adjustments on it, one here and one about an inch closer. So that's pretty much all the adjustments you have on something like this. The way that you adjust this seat, since it doesn't have the slider, is you come in here, lift it up, wiggle it back and forth a bit, and you take it back to the back slider, and boom, there you have it. That's your adjustment. about an inch. Short legs, long legs, that's it. But the nice thing is you can take it out, lay it on the ground, and make a bed out of it. A really uncomfortable bed, but at least it makes it really easy to get under there and clean everything. So the mat, I pulled the mat up, and on this side we just have a little bit of a hole, no big deal. We can put something over that, but I just wanted to show you the color here. That paint looks really nice underneath of the carpet. If the whole thing looked like this, it would be very nice and worth a lot more money, but it doesn't, and it's not. But that's just a glimpse of what color it used to be and how nice and shiny it was at one time. On the cleaning. So this is a moment that I have been looking forward to. It's time to open the top, but I've been looking around here, and I don't see any releases or catches or anything, so I'm not really sure how this pops up. I've been looking here. I've never had one like this before. I've had tin top campers, which has no fiberglass top on it, so no need for that. But these release the hatches, and this is a bar that you can use to push up and down. I suppose. The only thing I can figure out maybe is that nut there. There's two nuts right there that go to this frame, so I guess if this frame doesn't go up and it stays bolted to the camper itself, maybe that's how you do it. But that makes no sense that it has a nut on it, unless it had like a wing nut on it before and somebody lost the wing nuts. But it doesn't make any sense that it would have nuts on it. It's not very ergonomic. But anyway, so oh yeah, I found this guy shoved up underneath the seats here, or I guess maybe it's a girl. Is it a girl? It looks more, it's got some lace on it and it's pink. So I think we should keep this bear with the bus, but it doesn't have a name. So if you know a name, put it down below. I was thinking maybe I Don't Give a Care Bear, or Bus Bear, or Bear Dirty, or Dirty Bear, or I don't know. Anyway, it needs a name. Van Life Bear. Anyway, I need to open this top. But yeah, if you know a name for the bear, you know, let me know. I'm gonna throw him in the washing machine because I'm getting ready to buy a new washer. So I think she'll take a last ride in the washer before I get rid of it. Freaking disgusting. Let me grab a couple wrenches and see if I unbolt that, if the top will come up. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, just unbolted the top. Just unbolted these brackets that are on the top, and I'm just gonna push up on this bar right here and see if the top springs up. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is the first time, so it seems to be loose. It seems to be moving. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Okay, here we go. First time in probably more than 10 years. I seriously doubt if this thing's been open in forever. Just as long as it doesn't fall off the bus, we'll be good. So here we go. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's gross. Oh, it's so gross up here. There's stuff in the canvas. Oh, that's nasty. Here it goes. Oh, keep going. Hope the shocks work. Oh, lock in place. Come on. Oh, did the shocks lock? I don't think the shocks lock into place anymore. Oh, there's some sort of clip up there that's stuck. I'm holding it up. And they don't work like they should. I saw some wood over here. Hold on. I saw these pieces of wood, so I bet that's what we use to hold it up now. Come on. Let's see. two? There was only one. I only see one piece. It's so hot up here with these windows. But there should be a pin that goes through there. I'm gonna find something and stick a pin in that. I can't see that, can you? We should see these go up, and there should be something, a pin or something that goes through there to lock it into place. I just have this in there for right now. Yeah, the hole doesn't line up, but this one will. Let me go grab something, then we'll take a look. I got this little screwdriver. Let me just stick that in there, just in case that wood gives away. That should be good enough. Yeah, gross, disgusting, nasty. Rat poop, rat poop, rat poop. Rat nest. Yep, disgusting. So I'm gonna get the vacuum out and get all this grossness out of here. Now let's go look at it from the outside. There's so many holes in this canvas, but some duct tape should take care of that. I'll show you what it looks like on the outside. So this is with the top up. It flips over towards the driver's side, and we got this circus tent looking canvas. Oh man, look at that. I didn't even see that. Look at the size of that mouse nest right there. Oh dude, it's freaking disgusting. They chew holes all in the canvas too. That sucks. If it wasn't for the mice, man, this canvas would be in great shape, because that's all that's there. Mouse holes. They chewed the fabric and made their nests out of half of it. Oh, look at that. We're gonna have to hit it with a power washer again up top. I can't believe how big that one is right there. That is huge. Huge and nasty. You can see a couple spots that I missed with the power washer up high. Oh yeah, somebody did not do a good job of replacing the window on this one. It should look more like that. So we can cut some fiberglass and put in there. That one has a hole in it as well, that top. We got two halfway decent skylights in it. Let's look at, see what's on this side. Yeah, this side's not so bad. I think I'm gonna leave this open for a little while, let that air out, go get the vacuum cleaner, and get rid of this mice nest. That is just nasty. Time to clean the mouse poop. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, nasty. Oh, it's so bad. There's so much poo. Oh. This one is huge. It is so big and gross. And the wind's blowing this way. I hope it doesn't go to my mouth. Oh, so nasty. Gross. That's a lot. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the old garden hose here and give her a spray down. I would use a power washer, but it'd probably rip right on through that canvas top. It's old and kind of brittle, so this will get the rest of those turds out of there.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps raise you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough.
Since there's nothing of value inside now, we're just going to go ahead and hose it all out.
A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to be my insane. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world's too racist, we'll down to
Well, we come this far. Might as well get it all. It's raining on the inside. Yeah, that's better. The rust hose in the floor pans just allow the water to sip right on out of there. Yeah, that's not so bad. She's washed out real good. Right here, what you see hanging down, that's one of 2 cots. So let me show you that real quick. I have the other one unfolded here, so it just folds up like this off to the side. This canvas, this is totally trashed, so we won't be unfolding that one. But this one was on the opposite side and it was covered up pretty good, and it's a little bit stained, but it's pretty solid. I kind of want to get up there. I'm not sure if that's a smart idea or not, but I think I'm gonna have to try. I mean, it seems really firm. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Don't laugh. I don't know what the weight limit is, but I'm about 190. Oh, don't move. It made noise. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, bad idea. It's old and rotted. I'm out of here. Okay. Yeah, it's fabric's no good anymore. That's a shame. It looks cool though. So yeah, I don't recommend it. Maybe I can find some more canvas, or just leave them folded up. One of the two. I mean, it pretty much just push it up there, and there's a cover and goes around it. Just wrap this guy back around it, and there's some clips under here. Clip it down, and right here, let's see, right there, some clips. You just put those tabs in there and it protects the cot. But well, it's just been sitting too long, but a lot better condition than this guy right here. This one is mega nasty. I'm sitting underneath those windows. I mean, it's just coming apart. There's just nothing here. Toss that out, and Oh, it's stuck too. So it won't even fold up. And we're gonna have to hit it with some PB Blast and let it soak for a while. Take all this material off and either leave it or replace it or something. But I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, we're back and it's another day and it's time to start working a little bit on this canvas. Maybe get some of these holes patched up. It's not looking so good, so yeah. I got the solution right here. Now, fixing this canvas the proper way would require a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort. But we have duct tape. I mean, the canvas is in pretty good shape except for the fact that a bunch of disgusting mice chewed holes in it. So I imagine that back in the day when this thing was popular and in heavy use, that if you got a if you got a hole in your tent, you probably would have used duct tape. So as you can see, we got a big hole here, a small hole here, here, and here, over there, and that. And can you see that? I don't know if you see that, but there's that. Yeah, so gee, duct tape. Done. Put some more on the outside. Well, I got this bigger hole right here, and just a few strips of duct tape is definitely not going to do it. So we got a plastic bag. So this is the equivalent of using Bondo on an auto body, I guess, for fabric. So I'm just gonna fold her on in here and tuck her in behind and lay a couple strips there and smooth everything over, hit it on the back side, and we should be good to go. Okay, just need to line this up. Right about there. Add a couple pieces. A little here, a little there. Finish bordering that around. And we have a good enough repair. So just keep in mind that on this project, it's just to get this up and functional. This is not a restoration. This is just what somebody might do in order to have a functioning vehicle for a low price. So you don't have to always make it right to make it functional. I mean, where would you rather be? At home, taking this thing apart and wondering where you're going to get the money to replace a $1,000 tent, or out there camping with your buddies in a tent with duct tape? I mean, I'd rather go camping. But that's just me. And of course, we can't forget about the outside as well. So I got some red for that. Maybe we can use a red and the white combination, or just a red. Seal it up a little bit better on the outside to complete the project. Yeah. definitely liking the red on there better than the holes. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the canvas. I might have a couple little places I'll hit later, but that should be good enough to go do some camping. Well, that's going to finish things on our tent for the camper bus. I think we're going to leave it alone right now. There's a couple of little small places that I'm going to go ahead and hit later, but I need to move on to some other things. I got a carburetor ordered because I cannot adjust the carburetor on this. I tried it earlier. We're going to mess with the paint some more, try to get the primer sanded down off of this. You might have seen that I've started on one side over here. You paid attention to the front door and the sliding door. I've already sanded that down and hit it with a buffer. It's looking a lot better, but now I gotta finish the back and do the other sides, and I'll come back and explain in the next episode what we did there and show you on the driver's side how to get that old primer off and buff up that paint that's underneath of it. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Stay tuned for part 3.